NBA Thursday is here, and for today, I've got my favorite 3 plays on the board that you need to know, including all of the stats, all of the facts, all of the analysis, and in the end, I might throw in a bonus pick just for the fun of it. Now, before we dive in, make sure you tap like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications if you want more free picks every single day, Monday through Friday. Now, to catch you guys up on where we are at. For starters, we went 1 out of 3 in our YouTube video yesterday. Not terrific, but overall on the entire day, we went 6 and 4 inside my free community as well as my VIP community where I post my very best picks of the day. We are looking to get back on track today. I've already poured a ton of time, a ton of energy into today's plays, and you guys, you are going to love it. We got some big names, some big lines, some big stats, and the write-ups on these guys today are absolutely gorgeous. So, speaking of that free community, we are planning to get back on track. We're still hitting 64% overall on the season. We're hitting 72% in my VIP community, where again, that's where I send my very best plays every single day, my own personal betting slips, picks for PrizePicks, picks for Underdog, picks for Sleeper, etc. I've already sent out more than 5 today to that community. Now, there is a free community that you can join anytime, and there's also a paid VIP community, and you're welcome to join either one of them just by tapping the link that we left for you in the description of this episode. Just a really quick heads up for you, though. In honor of one of my favorite times of the entire year, March Madness, I am currently running a March Madness sale that gives you 50% off of any VIP plan, including my lifetime pass, though I think there's only one of those left, so you got to act fast on that one. Hammer the link that I left in the description of this episode and enter code MADNESS for 50% off any VIP plan that you could want. All right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into our very first pick of today's video. And that pick is going to be LeBron James more than 19.5 points. Now, you'll see a lot of green on the board almost immediately when looking at LeBron James over 19.5 points. He has 20 or more points in 8 out of his last 10 games. In fact, he's averaging 20.6 per game over his last 10, and if that's too small of a sample size for you, you want to zoom out a little bit, he's playing pretty well over his last 20. He's doing it 70% of the time in his last 20 games, averaging 20.4 points per game during that time. He's also doing quite well on the road. He's hit 20 or more points in 4 out of his last 5 games on the road, averaging 20.8 points per game during that time. So he's on a bit of a heater. He's on a hot streak. You take a look at his matchup, and it is gorgeous. Overall, the Denver Nuggets rank a very middling 19th in the NBA in points allowed. But when you take a look at how they perform against opposing small forwards, it is a gorgeous matchup for anybody listed as a small forward like LeBron James. They rank 28th in the entire NBA in points allowed to opposing small forwards. There are only 2 teams in the NBA that are worse than the Denver Nuggets when it comes to points allowed to opposing small forwards. You take a look at how the market is treating this play, and overall it's pretty bullish on this particular pick. Sleeper has this all the way down to minus 145. Hard Rock has it at minus 135, as does Fliff. Novig is minus 126. DK is minus 125. BetRiver's minus 124. All in all of these books, all of these apps have it anywhere from minus 113 and down. So overall, the market is pretty bullish. We like LeBron James more than 19.5 points. All right. As for our next pick, we are looking at Nikola Jokic less than 54.5 points, rebounds, assists. I know, we all want the overs. It's much more fun when you can find an over on PRA. But I got to tell you guys, one thing you need to know about me and my videos is that everything that I do is always rooted in stats, facts, data. It's never going to be on what we want and what our gut says or vibes or anything like that. And I got to tell you, the data, the stats, the analysis say Nikola Jokic less than 54.5 PRA looks pretty good. Now, right off the bat, when you dig into Nikola Jokic and his recent splits, you'll see that he has 54 or fewer PRA in 13 out of his last 15 games. 87% of the time, he is coming up short of 54.5 PRA. He's averaging 48 per game, so well short of 54.5. He's averaging 48 per game over his last 15. You take a look at the matchup. Overall, the LA Lakers are middling in points allowed, 15th. They're really strong in rebounds allowed. They rank 3rd, and they're weak in assists allowed. They rank 21st. But if you dive a little bit deeper and you look at how they perform, particularly against opposing centers, this is actually a really, really difficult matchup for Nikola Jokic, and that is a good thing because we're targeting the under. The LA Lakers are actually the best defense in the entire NBA when it comes to points allowed to opposing centers, and that's noteworthy because points is the easiest way to attack a PRA, and if Jokic has the toughest matchup imaginable in the NBA, that's a good thing if we're targeting the under. And if that wasn't enough, the Lakers also rank number 2 in the NBA when it comes to rebounds allowed to opposing centers. Middling with assists at 14, but really, really tough matchup on the board for Nikola Jokic when it comes to both points and rebounds. In fact, you'll see 6 out of the last 9 centers came up short of their PRA against the LA Lakers. Further, you take a look at how the public and how sharps are playing this game. Sharp money is hammering the under on Lakers Nuggets. 68% of sharp money is on the under. In fact, the public agrees. 68% of bets, public bets, are on the under as well. They also just barely like the Lakers to cover, which could suggest fewer points for the Nuggets. But all in all, this looks like it's going to be a lower scoring game than originally expected. All of that is a good thing when you're considering the under on something like points and or assists. Okay, so we like Nikola Jokic less than 54.5 points, rebounds and assists, 54.5 PRA. Moving into pick number 3 to round out this 3-man, we got Scotty Barnes less than 22.5 points plus assists. Now, once again, you pop it open and you'll see a lot of green on the board for this particular pick. He has 22 or fewer PA in 8 out of his last 10 games. In fact, he's averaging 21.6 per game during that time. He's missed the mark in each of his last 6 outings. And furthermore, when you take a look at how he's performed on the road recently, he's missed the mark in 4 out of his last 5 road games, averaging, again, 20.6 points and assists per game. The matchup, just like Jokic, is very, very tough for power forwards, and that's a good thing because we're hammering the under on this one. You will see that the Minnesota Timberwolves rank number 6 in the entire NBA in points allowed, number 3 in the NBA in assists allowed, both of which are to opposing power forwards, which is what Scotty Barnes plays. Really tough matchup for him, and again, that is a good thing when we're targeting the under. You'll see that 5 out of the last 7 power forwards to come up against the Minnesota Timberwolves came up short of their PA line, including each of the last 3. And once again, when you take a look at how the public and how sharp money is approaching this particular contest, they are hammering. Sharps are hammering the under. 66% of sharp money is on the under in this game. Also, 66% of sharp money is on the Timberwolves to cover in this game. That tells us possibly 2 things. Number 1, we're expecting this to be a lower scoring game than originally anticipated. And number 2, we're expecting this to be a lower scoring game, particularly on the Raptors side of the ball, than anticipated. All of those are good things when you're considering the under on Scotty Barnes' points plus assist, both of which attribute to scoring, okay, or contribute to scoring. Last but not least, you take a look at the market. Overall, they're pretty much in alignment on this one. They think it's likely to hit. It's likely that Scotty Barnes lands under 22.5 points plus assist. Profit X has it all the way down to minus 132. Sleepers minus 128. Bunch of other ones. BetMGM, The Score, Underdog, Fliff, Hard Rock have it at minus 120. DraftKings, PrizePicks, minus 117, minus 119. Mostly in alignment that this one is likely to hit on the under. Now, guys, we've talked about LeBron James over 19.5 points. We've talked about Jokic under 54.5 PRA. We've talked about Scotty Barnes under 22.5 PRA. And I am going to throw in one bonus pick here. And just know that, by the way, I have already sent out more than 5 VIP and free picks to my community this morning. And part of the name of the game there is being quick to act when I do send out those notifications, because you want to get in front of it before the line changes. So I've already sent out more than 5 picks for tonight's action, March 5th. If you want my very best picks sent to your phone every single day, just join my community using the link that we left in the description. Don't forget to enter code MADNESS for 50% off any VIP plan, including my lifetime pass, which I think there's just one spot left on that, so you got to act quick. Use the link that we left in the description and enter code MADNESS. All right, as for that bonus pick that I promised you guys, I was reluctant to include it because we've already covered the LA Lakers, but this pick was too good to pass up. We got to talk about Austin Reeves, less than 23.5 points plus rebounds. Now, if you look at his last 10 games, he has come up short of 23.5 PR in 9 out of his last 10 outings, including each of the last 6. In fact, he's averaging 20.9 points plus rebounds in his last 10 games. He's kind of not even coming close to that 23.5 line. You want to zoom out a little bit and look at his last 20. He's come up short in 75% of his last 20 games. He has failed to exceed 23.5 points plus rebounds in 5 straight road games. He's averaging just 17.8 points plus rebounds over his last 5 road games. Okay. Take a look at the matchup. Nothing to be scared of here. Particularly against shooting guards, the Denver Nuggets rank 19th in the NBA in points allowed. That's pretty average, pretty mediocre, not terrific, not terrible. But they do rank 2nd in the NBA in rebounds allowed to opposing shooting guards. So they are a tougher matchup on the rebounding front. You'll also see that for each of the last 4 shooting guards to come up against the Denver Nuggets have come up short on their points plus rebounds line. And like we already talked about, the public is, sharp money is absolutely hammering the under on this game. 67% of sharp money is on the under, expecting it to be a lower scoring game than originally anticipated. That's a good thing when you're considering under 23.5 points plus rebounds for Austin Reeves. And of course, last but not least, when you take a look at the market, they're pretty bullish on this one. Sleeper has it at minus 133. BetMGM and Hard Rock have it at minus 130. Fliff and FanDuel are at minus 125. Novig is minus 124. Most of them are in alignment, landing anywhere between 119 and 133. Bullish and optimistic that Austin Reeves is going to land under 23.5 points plus rebounds. So, to recap, we have LeBron James over 19.5 points. Nikola Jokic less than 54.5 PRA. Scotty Barnes less than 22.5 points plus assists. That's the 3-man that we're playing on Betr today. And then for a bonus pick, we have Austin Reeves less than 23.5 points. So that is all I got for you guys today. Be sure, like I mentioned earlier in the episode, if you want more free picks every single day, Monday through Friday, be sure to like this episode, share it with a buddy that can't hit on a pick to save his life, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. I'm going to be back every day, Monday through Friday, with more picks. We got the MLB coming out soon. NFL will be back before you know it, guys. We are just getting started. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. You won't regret it. So that is all I got for you guys tonight. Hopefully, I hope to see you guys join that free community that I left in the description of this episode. Otherwise, we will see you tonight. Good luck out there on the courts, and let's make some money.